Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Buried Stars on Nintendo Switch. Okay, so at minimum in this game, you'll play it through minimum 3 times. So you'll play it through for the first time to get the standard end, in which Ina is the only survivor. And then you'll play through a second time at minimum to get one of the true ends. Now there are multiple true ends. I happen to get the Purgatory for Betrayer's true end. But now, upon the third play, you have the opportunity to get a new keyword which will give you a different set of endings. So we're going to go through and at least try to get some of these. And if you're wondering where the Purgatory Betrayer ending is, well, I did have a complaint from a user about showing that ending, so I put that on my private list. I don't know if I'm going to have people have a way to access that or not. For now, I'll just leave that in private. Unless folks out there really want to see it again, then I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. Anyway, let's check it out. Again, we have another round that we need to start. So I think we're going to have a couple different game saves that we need to strategically make in order for these this keyword to be useful to us, and we can reuse it. And maybe take a look at all the stuff that we can unlock with it. We're doing a fair amount of fast forwarding too. Unfortunately, there's not a good way for this game to, do a skip like other visual novels. For whatever reason, they decided to give you a fast forward, which will also fast forward past things that you haven't read. I hope if this team decides to do another game, and I really hope they do, I hope people out there buy this game, and I would encourage you to do so. Buy it on the platform of your choice that you like, PlayStation 4 or Switch. This is the Switch version. The more of us buy this game, then the more the publisher will allow this team to make another game, and I would certainly like to see it myself. And to me, considering the number of hours you get out of this game, even at full price, it's worth it. Really, I mean, we've been playing it for a while now. I play it for longer than I do a lot of my AAA games. Okay, so now I have to be really careful how I do this. So let's see. This is before we have access to Phater. But there, actually, before we even do that, let's make a save. And I want to pick one on the left. They went too far. Same thing here. I'm gonna pick not hurt. I'm concerned about him. Okay, let's save here. And apparently it's okay if you have very, very poor rapport. I've been trying to get a perfect rapport with everyone and perfect sanity, but some of the endings actually require you to have bad rapport with characters, which I hadn't realized. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I wish there was a chapter select where you could really hone in on the part of the game that you want to repeat. Like I said, after going back to Raging Loop, I really appreciate that interface. And AI summoning files, I really like that interface too as well. I think we went left, I think. Let's see. Dugan rejected any unpleasant possibilities. Okay, that sounds right, yeah. The young's eyes looked anxious and shaken. No one seemed to know exactly what happened right after the collapse. Yeah, that smartwatch. All eyes were on Ina. They couldn't hear what the other person was saying. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is all same stuff. And then we want this one. Okay, so now let's listen to all the messages, which we've done through on multiple playthroughs. Then let's set our ringtone. Okay. I don't do auto write quite yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a 6 save. Because we're basically going to have 5 main saves, and then a 6th one just like a wild card, in case we want to do anything that's a little not normal. There's a number of achievements in this game too, if you're playing on PlayStation 4. Obviously on the Switch there's no achievement system, so I don't really feel the need to do any of the stranger ones that just lead to dead ends. So I won't bother with any of those, but you can certainly explore those if you want. Oh, that's right. I don't think we use Phater at this point in time, do we? Yeah, okay, not quite yet. Okay, so we want, I didn't try any further because we just trust Ina in making the call. We just saw her do it in front of our face. Deegan averted his eyes for a moment. Quite have to look across the ruined audience area. Guayhook averted his eyes, smiling. Without a word, Dion turned his head to see what Guayhook was glancing at. Guayhook turned his gaze back from the ruined stage to Dion. It's funny to think that a short silence followed after the conversation. Startled by the sudden sound, Dion stepped back. The concrete debris fell right before his eyes. It was something to be thankful for. The debris could have crushed him if the ringtone hadn't gone off. The rescue team's device to unmute the ringtone had saved him. Everyone looked up at the ceiling with grim expressions on their faces. The tension died down as the ominous tremors began to subside. Yeah, I was saying, it's funny to think that really this whole thing, much of the disaster is actually Duyun's fault. I mean, if Duyun hadn't saved Guayhook, then the chain of events leading to everybody else's murder wouldn't have happened. So, although Guayhook would have died, Seo would be alive, Ina would be alive, Hisung would be alive, Yuyong would be alive, and the producer, the name escapes me. I mean, she'd be alive too. Everybody would be alive if we hadn't have saved him. It's kind of funny to think about. But if you didn't save him, then it would have been the wrong decision if you could have saved him, right? So, I mean, the show probably would have gone on. I mean, Hisung probably still wouldn't have won, which means that Yuyong probably would have been the winner between Yuyong and Ina. But we both would have lost, right? So, yeah. It's funny going back and playing it through the third time and realizing, that was the key moment that really changed everything. Okay, so sponsorship. We will make we're going to isolate the contestants. And then profile correct. That's just for raising our rapport. And rescue team, also for raising our rapport. And Dr. Seal. This is the right. I'm talking about his notebook. So, for Seal, his, even though he has a tablet, it doesn't work. I guess I should warn people that this is spoiler heavy. I mean, this is the third time we're playing it, so I'm going to talk about things which assumes that you have actually played through with me or watched my playthrough. So this is like your first time playing it. Yeah, this is not the episode you should be watching. You should be watching episode 1. Yeah, I don't think we get anything new from this. That one should raise my rapport, yeah. And then this one will lower my rapport, but I need a keyword. Okay, Ina. That's funny. I used to think that we want the left choice. Left choice, I think. I used to think Asians didn't look particularly good with blonde hair. Um, but I guess, K-pop has sort of changed me on that. I just realized that all the people on my side of the family that have blonde hair or that dyed it blonde, it's just because we didn't look good blonde. It's just not. It doesn't mean that everybody doesn't look good blonde. So yeah, it's been interesting now that I kind of see that Asian faces with blonde hair. I don't immediately I don't immediately dismiss them now. And go, oh well, yeah, it could work. It certainly works on some people. Wouldn't work on me. Need the hair thing first, but it works on quite a few people and it's quite attractive. So, so kudos for people who just went against type and dyed their hair and gave it a try and ended up looking good. Congratulations. It would never look good on me, and probably not my side of the family at least. But yeah, everybody else, it's surprisingly how well it works for Asian faces. And of course, there are Asians that are born with blonde hair too. So, not saying that it's not impossible. Happens actually fairly often nowadays, but still, a majority of us have dark hair. Okay, so we need sponsorship. We need that one. Um, and I need B stars, I think. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I made a ton of them, um, but sometimes I left some of these out. Okay, this one is good. We want this one. I know I should probably write them all down and put them as a fact somewhere for anybody that wants to play it. Okay, this one's. Oh, I need this one. Yeah. And then this one gets me a keyword. And I wanted this one. She already contacted them. I don't need to worry about it. This is where I'm happy that I bought a tablet. I hadn't owned one for a long time. But now that I have one, I use it all the time. I got a Galaxy Tab if you're curious. Galaxy Tab 3. Now it's old. I think they're like on like 10 or something by now. But okay, his son. I actually don't need to talk with a whole lot of things for him. But we want to raise our rapport because he has the latest model, which has more functions than we do. And let's talk about B stars. And that's all I actually need from him. And Talk to Young. Okay, we need this one. And we want same as you. Okay, this is all okay. I know Ina's still my favorite character. I really like her the most. She's really complex, and she's really sincere. I mean, at least she accepts things as they are, you know, and works with them. Everybody else is sort of hiding behind something. Some more than others, obviously. Okay, what else do I need with her? I need the sponsorship, because that raises my level. Or raises my rapport. I think everything's good with her, yeah. So now I have a choice. I want to choose the shift too much responsibility to him. This will just give us everything we need, I think. That's right. Okay, good. Good. I am not a terrible note maker. At least, not yet. I'm sure I'm going to screw up something around here at some point in time. After looking at everyone, Ina took a step forward. Oh, right. What's there? Everything. I think the only thing that doesn't work is the camera and the record. Oh no, the phone. Right. Well, record doesn't work for sure. Ringtone works. The lock works. The contacts work. The phone works. Camera doesn't work though. So record and camera. I think those are the ones. I should change to a profile fitting for the watch's contact list. There was an awkward silence. They quietly fiddled with their watches. That's right, ongoing voting. Uh, go on left. Won't be reflected. Well, I'm not sure if that was right. I think that was right. Oh, no, that was wrong. No, 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 no. I actually want to lower my sanity. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Did I want this one? Is that where it autosaved? I don't know. Where am I now? I'm at falling apart. God, I really should organize these better. Yeah, I think I need to go back farther. Hmm. Okay, so Mr. Ringtone, lock, contacts, phone. That should all be good. It's funny, it does it in a different order every single time. Okay, so I actually want to lower my sanity here. Um, yeah, okay. I want to lower my sanity. Feeling uncertain, Devian's thoughts began to become tangled. Ying and Ina hurriedly checked their watches. Haesung put on a sinister smile. Beads of sweat glistened under the light. Okay, that's better. So it is okay to lose sanity under certain circumstances, and it's actually also okay to drop your rapport to untrustworthy, depending on what ending you want. So again, this is stuff I didn't know. So now we're just kind of experimenting a little bit. But there is a point in time where I'll get a keyword which will actually get me beyond the true endings. And there are a lot of endings to this game. So as I said, I'll try to cover most of them, but there's some that are just they're not worth covering. Okay, so now we want keywords. So I want to do left. I thought I had one more question I had to answer. Oh yeah, here it is. And then here I'm going to say, don't be clingy. Yeah, that's right. If we hadn't have saved Boy Hook, then Seung Yoon would still be alive. But who knows what she would have done with Hae Sung? I think at that point in time she would have still abandoned him, and he never would have won. Yeah, Yu Young would have won at the very end, or they would have canceled the show because it wasn't exciting without all the drama that happened because Seung Young died. I guess it's kind of hard to say. So, oh yeah, yeah. I will say like the dialogue's pretty. I mean, it's pretty realistic. I mean, if these things kind of happened, audiences tend to get very, very mean. They're very, very mean to their pop stars that they love. you know. And I said this is a very hard job, being pop star. Emotions run very they run very high with anybody with this kind of degree of talent. So it really hurts your feelings when you're mean to somebody, if it's online and maybe you don't feel that strongly. To these people that receive those mean messages, it's really really painful. Most of them can't admit that because they're also busy, trying to sing and dance and learn new songs and do all the choreography. Yeah, it's real hurtful. That's why I don't try to be too negative, even with the pop stars that I don't like. Because sometimes it's just an act, like in this game. Okay, I think I still need to do some stuff with the watch. So let's change our auto right. And I think I want to. Oh, that's a good question. I suppose my personality is I would calm people down. Soothing style. Okay, I think I've never done that. So yeah, that's good to do. That's right. Yeah. I think I read these on one of my playthroughs. I'm pretty sure I did. Um, I don't think I have to worry about any of these, do I? Yeah, I don't have any pictures yet. These are all the memos. All right, is that all? It's not going to show me the other ones yet. Oh, okay. I thought it left all these unlocked even after your new game plus, but I guess not. Oh, that's kind of too bad. I can only make calls for my contacts. Yeah, that's right. There's nothing else here. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I'm still good. Okay. So for him, I need this. And I need to say, yeah, he doesn't regret his participation. I need this one because he's supporting me. And then we need to talk about panic attacks. Okay, so now we talk about Phater. And not appropriate for the purpose of the show. Yes, that's right. CL doesn't like Phater. But Phater also tears him apart too later on in the game, so it would make sense that he wouldn't like Phater. And then this one. It drops my sanity, but that's okay. Now we're gonna say we agree that Singyun was protecting Hasten. Dude kind of makes Seal to be such a bad guy. I think he's incredibly whiny, but not really a bad guy, except for the whole stalking thing. I don't know. Have we decided that he's a stalker or that he was just doing his job and collecting information? Maybe a little bit of both. Okay, this one unlocks the rapport, so we need this one. Even though it drops my sanity. That's okay. We have some chances to raise it back up. It does need to be at like maximum in order to get one of the true ends. Even though technically it drops all the way down to 0. All the true ends actually bring it back up too. But yeah, if it's not totally full, you don't get any true ends, which is kind of a shame. Okay, let's talk about Phater. And we're going to agree with him that we need to use it more. Okay, then this one is good. He just says that he was there. I don't think we ever learned the full story of him. Although that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to get to his true end. Because I am really curious. I mean, I think we sort of make him out to be the bad guy. But he's a little bit more complex than that. Then we're going to talk about Snob. I don't know why he doesn't like Ina. Ina's cool. How could you hate Ina? That's right, almost everything. We talked to him about almost everything. This is one of the few times we get a lot of good stuff out of him. He drops our sanity a bit, but we also gain a lot of rapport with him. Let's see, does he care about that? Okay, then I think we go back and we talk to Gwai Hook. And Ina, one of the few characters that raises our sanity. And we're okay on that. Will sort your real personality. Okay with that. I know I dropped my sanity a lot during this phase of the game, but it's okay. I will gain it all at the next phase, I think. We should talk about the Snyung. And then talk about me, but that's okay. I absolutely positively need it. Okay. Need that. And I need that. Need this one. Yeah, yeah. I need this. We need to talk about panic attacks, because we know that they're real for her. And here, say, I'll believe it if you want me to. So we gain back what we lost for all the other characters. Okay. I think we're okay here. All right, we'll stop it there because tomorrow we'll do the big block that leads to the branching of all the other endings, and then from there we'll start making kind of individual saves, and we'll start delving into all the paths that we need to get everybody's true ending. But we'll stop it there. This is Audap. You've been watching Barry Stars on Nintendo Switch. Once again, I highly encourage people to buy this game. It's really worth it. It's a good time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.